Hi guys, welcome back to SHKExcelWorld. I am Salim Heather, and do you really want to create this one? Seems to be very cool, but you must be wondering as to what is behind all of this. Any guesses? So if you are confused, then let us go and create this one from scratch. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to SHKExcelWorld because this gives me a lot of encouragement to bring such ideas for you guys. So guys, this is the file we are using today. You can download this file from the link given below in the description. Just a brief about this data. This is an investment data. This is all what we have for today, and it will form the basis for our dashboard. So briefly telling about this data, it has the party's rating, the investment type, the maturity status, tenure, whether long-term, short-term, then investment date, maturity date, investment amount, rates, and interest income, and so on. So first, we have to convert this into an Excel table by pressing Ctrl T. And yes, it has headers, and press OK. So now it is an Excel table, official Excel table. Press Ctrl Shift L. It will remove the filters. We do not need any of these. So click anywhere in the table and go to insert and click on the pivot table. So for new sheet, press OK. So a new sheet is created. Here we are going to create our first table for the dashboard. So for that we need the maturity status in the columns. Then we need the party in the rows, and then the investment amount in the values. So this is all what we need. So select all of these, change the format for our understanding. Click anywhere in the table and we are going to insert our first chart. So go to pivot table analyze and then click pivot chart. Click the bar chart and the first option is good enough, I think. Press OK. So now we will do some modifications before moving on to our next chart. Let's change the size of it. For removing these field buttons, we can either right click on them and click remove field, or we can select the chart and go to pivot table analyze and untap this field button option. Now we can go to design and select the design of our option. So this is fine. Now we can select the x-axis and delete those as well and move the legends to the top. We do not need the chart title, and I will tell you why. And we also do not need these minor grid lines, and I think we are fine, but yes, we first need to remove the background. Go to format and remove the outline and remove the fill as well. So there should be no fill. So our first chart is done. Don't worry, it is only because of the white background that we cannot see the values. Otherwise, it is as per our requirement. Before moving on, we have to rename our table first. Click on it, go to pivot table analyze, and extreme left of it is the option where we can name this pivot table. So this will be our banks exposure. So this is our first table. Now either I can go to the investment table and again click on it and go to insert and click pivot table, or I can go to my pivot chart sheet, select all of the table, press Ctrl C and paste it onto a new location. So this will be the same. Now I just have to adjust the fields to my liking, remove the maturity status. So this is all I need now. Click on it, go to pivot table analyze and click pivot chart. And here we want a donut chart from here on and press OK. So first remove the fields again, and we can go to design and select the design of our liking, and we do not need the legends, we do not need the chart as well. And what we can do is we can enable the data labels and again go to more options and enable the category name. We do not need the value, we just need the percentage. So just click on it, go to format and remove the filling as well as the outline for this chart. Again, go to your second pivot table, click on it, go to pivot table analyze and name this pivot table as well. Now for the third chart and third table, copy this table and paste it onto a new location and adjust the fields. So for this one, we need the investment date in the rows, and here we have the years and the quarters. So we can remove the quarters, we can remove the date, we can remove the party as well. We just need the interest rates in the place of investments. So we can change the calculation method to a max, right click on it. So summarize value as max, and we can change the format to percentage. So just one more decimal and we are fine. We can insert a line chart on it, but first let us change the name. Go to pivot table, analyze, and change its name to interest trends, and OK. Now click on it, go to pivot table, analyze, and click pivot chart, and click on the line chart. The first line chart would be fine. Press OK. And we do not need the legend, we do not need the title. We first have to select the format of our liking from design menu, and now we can remove the field buttons as well. We also do not need the y-axis, so click on it and press delete, and now we can enable the data labels, not the table, and we can remove the minor grid lines as well, and I think we are fine. So we can reduce the size, and at the end we will remove the background as well as the outline. So here it is fine. Now again copy it and paste it onto a new location. So for this one, we will just remove the interest rates and insert the investment amount and insert the investment type in the columns area, and rest is fine. Just change the value to values and right click on it, and we have to show the values as percentage of row total. So here we just want to tell as to how much percentage of our total portfolio was invested in a particular instrument. So we do not need the two decimal places. Now we are going to insert a full stacked bar chart on it. Click on it, go to pivot table, analyze, pivot chart, and click on bar chart, and this would be fine, and press OK. So let us do the modifications. Click on it. First select the design of your liking, and now you can remove the field buttons, and then we also do not need the x-axis values. Click on it and press delete, and we can move the legend to the top, and we can enable the data labels. So we are fine now, but we just have to remove the background as well as the outline. So you will see the magic at the end. So we are just left with one table. We can copy the last pivot table onto a new location. Or we just forgot to rename our last pivot table. Click on it, go to pivot table, analyze, and then name this as instrument preferences. So what preference was given to which instrument? So for this last one, we can change the calculation method to no calculation, and in the place of investment type, we can have the ratings of different agencies. So this is the rating, this is the pivot table we want. Click on it, go to pivot table, analyze, and first change the name. So this is basically the rating trends. And now click on it, go to pivot table, analyze, insert your chart, which is basically the area chart, and I think we are fine with the first one, and press OK. So we have to do modifications. Click on it, pivot table design, and choose whatever you like, and we have to remove the field buttons, and we have to remove the y-axis values as well. We do not need these. We can move the legend to the top, and we can remove all of these minor grids, and we can also remove the background as well as the outline of the chart. So we are done with all of the charts we require for the dashboard. Now let us create a dashboard. Click plus, and for the dashboard click view, and we do not need the grid lines and we also do not need the headings. So this is how we need our dashboard. We also do not need the scroll bars, but let us keep these as it is for the time being, and press Ctrl A and fill everything black. So this is amazing. We have to have adjusted this to 90%. So let us cut and paste all of the charts and bring them to the dashboard area. So coming on to the first one, so let us bring this one first. Press Ctrl X, move over here, and now you can see that it is looking fairly good. One of the modifications was left. We have to just click on these, press Ctrl B and change the font to white. So this will be much more readable than before. And click on the slices and right click on it, format data series, and here we can have the explosion to, let's say, 8-9%. I think it's fine, and we can reduce this whole size. I think it's fine now. Now bring in the next one. So this is the next one. Ctrl X, here it is. Let us enable the data labels in this as well. So this is our next one. Ctrl X and go to chart area, paste it here. Let's see if it fits or not. Cut it and move it to its place in the chart. So this is its place. We have to reduce the size and increase its width. So let us adjust all of these charts in our canvas. So this is fine. We have to just reduce the size of it a little bit, and then so we just have to adjust the transparency for this one so that we can see the previous areas as well. Right click on it, format data series, then go to fill and select a color here. So here we have the transparency and adjust the transparency to 20%, which is fine. Press OK, and also adjust the transparency for this one as well. Or I think this is more bright. We can have this one. Now we just need to insert the slicers and then do the overall magic. Click any of the charts and then go to pivot table analyze and insert slicer, and afterwards we will insert timeline as well. So for this one we need the rating, we need the maturity status, and we need the investment type, and that's it. So we need all of these. So we just have to modify the slicers. Click the slicer and then we have the slicer menu above, and this will be 2 columns, this will be 3 columns, and this will also be 3 columns. So just modify the slicer setting. Right click on the first slicer design, duplicate. We can name the slicer as dashboard. For the first option we can have the black fill and white font and bold. Okay. For the second option, click format. We can have the black fill. We can have the white font and bold, and OK. And items with data, click format, and we can have the fill as dark blue, let's say, and the font will be white and bold. And I think this is fine, and press OK. We can apply this one and you can see the magic. So just adjust the size of it. Now for the timeline, click any of the chart, go to pivot table analyze and click timeline, and here we have 2 dates. We just need to have the investment date and press OK. So here is your timeline. We'll have to separately adjust the formatting of the timeline just like we did for the slicer. Go to the timeline and again right click on the first option, duplicate, and here we have to modify. This will be your dashboard timeline and click on it. The first option, format, the fill will be black and the font color will be white and bold, and okay. The header will be the same just like we did before, black, and font will be white and bold. So period label 1 will have a white and bold background, and the second one will be just white and not bold, and press OK, and let's see your results first. Just apply this one and I think it is fine. Just change this one. We will have to change this one as well. Okay, right click on it, modify, and this one should be white and bold. I hope it's fine now. So this is the only one left. So this is how I like the dashboard to be, but you can have the formatting and the theme as per your liking. We can hide the scroll bar because we do not need this, as a complete timeline is in front of us. So you can see that there is a slight difference from what we saw in the introduction. So we are going to remove that difference. Go to insert and insert a shape. So this is our shape for the rounded edges. Now insert it here, and for this one we will have a centralized text, and we are going to write here. This is our bankers ratios. Bankers ratios. We can, yes. Now we are going to change the color of it, and this is our color, and right click on it, format shape, and we are going to have the transparency to 50%, and we are going to send this to back. Now you can see that this looks familiar slightly, but we just have to remove the outline first. We don't need any outline. So now it is familiar and just like what we wanted. Now copy this one and paste it again, and we can have it over here. But for this one we will have to change the direction because we wanted to have the chart title at a different place. So this will be at the top, and we do not need any indentation here. So this is our bank's exposure. We can send this to back as well and adjust the chart a bit. Now the last thing left is to connect with all of these tables, because we know that if we change some of the slicer settings, then all of the tables are not affected. So this is because all of these are not connected to each of the slicers. So select the first one, go to slicer menu, and then report connections and select all of the tables. So here you can see that these are the names of the tables and not the charts. So we can easily see whether we want to connect to a particular table or not. And press OK. Then this one, again select all. Last one. And now for the timeline. So let us test our dashboard. So I hope you have liked this video. Do not forget to subscribe to SHKExcelWorld and also share this video with all of your friends if you do like this video, and give it a big thumbs up. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.